Exploring in Core Keeper is unavoidable whether you're looking for your next boss fight or all the best loot that you can acquire. You have to explore to do these things, and that takes a lot of time and effort on your part. So here are some easy tips and strategies to make that a lot simpler for you. In order to be a good adventurer in Core Keeper, the things that you need to focus on is the Adventurer tab in your character's stats. That includes mining damage, mining speed, movement speed, as well as glow. We're going to cover all of this right now. Now, the first thing I would like to talk about is glow. What is glow exactly? Glow is the little light aura that goes around your character that is what allows you to explore and see in the dark. Without glow, if you go in and explore a dark room, it will not show up on the map. You will not explore it, as well as you're just not going to be able to simply see because it's going to be dark in there. Now, how do you get glow? The ways of getting glow is the most basic way is by crafting lanterns. There are 3 different lanterns in the game. Unfortunately, I do not have the second one. There's a small lantern which should be crafted almost immediately when you start out as a new player. It gives you +3 glow, which means that it will go up to 3 tiles away, which means in a circle around me, I will explore up to 3 tiles away. There's another one that goes +4 tiles away. This one cannot be crafted. It is one that you have to find while you're out and exploring. As well as the end game one is the Orb Lantern, which gives you +5 glow. You can also have things like the Glow Tulip Ring. This one is polished. It's a little bit better. It gives you also +4 glow. So if I had these two together, I would have up to 9 tiles of exploration away from my character. As well as there's also food that will grant you glow. Spicy tulip salad will give you +4 glow for 3 minutes and 36 seconds. You can easily just pop one of these glow tulips, and that will also give you +4 glow for, I think it's 3 minutes as well. And that is everything you need to know about glow. Now, just as important as glow is inventory space. Inventory space is going to be your main primary thing that you're going to have to manage while you are out exploring. If you get too full, you have to stop exploring, you have to go back to base, offload, and then head back out, and that takes so much time. And with exploring already taking a lot of your time, you really need to have a lot of inventory space. The best ways of doing this is there are different bags in the game. There are up to 4. The first one would be, which I unfortunately do not have, is the Caveling bag, which gives you +5 inventory slots. The other one is Gorm's stomach bag, which you get from defeating Gorm. Every single time you kill him, you will acquire this, which gives you +12 inventory slots. You can craft the Explorer backpack from the tin crafting bench, which gives you +10 inventory slots, as well as +1 movement speed. And then finally, you can get the Scarlet Shell backpack from the Scarlet Workbench, which gives you +15 inventory slots. And when you equip one of these, as you can see, your inventory slots will expand. You will have plenty of room to manage everything that you find while you're out exploring. Now, because inventory is so important when you're going out adventuring, it's really crucial to prepare just right. You don't want to bring too much, but you also want to make sure that you bring just enough. You're going to need a weapon, whether that's melee or ranged, a full set of armor, depending on whatever situation that you want to focus on, whether that's combat or exploring. Same thing with the necklaces and the rings, totally what you want to do. You're also going to need to make sure that you keep your hunger up. It's really crucial to do this because you don't want to get the debuffs that slow you down, make you take more damage, and you also want to make sure that you're keeping the good buffs, the well-fed buff. So having things like caveling bread or mushy mushroom soup is very important, as these will keep your hunger up nice and well. As well as you're also going to want to make sure that you bring some glow food and also some speed food if you want to make sure that you're going nice and fast. I recommend just cooking the tulips with the bomb peppers, as this will just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You're also going to need some tools. So a good pickaxe, always use the best pickaxe that you can, as well as the shovel, always use the best shovel that you can. Bombs are also great, whether it's for fighting or mining, they're very useful, as well as you're going to need an overabundant amount of torches. Do not skimp on torches, they are cheap. Just make as many as you can. Health potions are also really helpful. They help you stay alive because if you die, you are wasting time. It is a pain in the ass when you have to run back, go get your body, just to get everything that you just spent a few hours already gathering. You're also going to need to you're also going to need to bring wood with you. This is very important, as well as a salvage and repair station. You can craft wooden pickaxes while you're out and about. Throw down the repair station, scrap the wooden pickaxes, and it will give you scrap metal to repair your tools and gear while you are out in the field. That is very important, as that keeps you moving along to where you don't have to go back to your base until you are good and ready to go back. And getting wood is easy while you're out and exploring. You'll find it everywhere. Always make sure you have wood, and always make sure you have a repair station with you. And finally, it's always good to bring recall idols, because having to run back again, it's just a waste of time. Just have one of these, pop it, it will teleport you right back to your base, and then you can just offload and then get on with more exploring. Now that you're ready to go exploring, one thing that I would just like to touch on real quick is a little strategy that I like to call the main road, which is basically off of your base. You just kind of do a crisscross here. So you make a cross and you have a main road that goes all the way down your thing. You don't have to go all the way down, but this is going to be your main point where you're going to explore off of. So this will always be your go back to spot kind of thing. You want to work away from this as well as work towards it kind of thing, so that way you always just have a straight shot up to your base in case you're not going to use like recall idols or anything like that. Even if you are going to use recall idols, I still recommend doing this, and you'll understand why later on when I get into my strategy for exploring as much as you possibly can, as fast as you possibly can. Okay, so the strategy for exploring as much as you can is we're going to go off onto this side here, and I'll explain kind of sort of how it works. I'll do the best that I can. So you have your main road. Here we are on it, going down. You're going to want to go where there is, I call it void, the empty black space. That's where you're going to want to be. But you don't want to go just like down here where there's like absolutely nothing. You want to stick close to like where you've already explored. So right here, I've already explored kind of right here. So we're just going to go like probably kind of like down here. You know, I still kind of want to be able to see this on my map. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay. Then is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig in until I come across a room, a cave right there. So once we find a cave, as well as you're also going to want to, go for any sparklies that you can that will also help contribute to this method. But you want to find rooms and stuff like this. And then once you find a room, you want to make sure that you go to every little nook and cranny in the room, because you want to see if you can find more caves along the way. It is worth noting that the only way that you are going to find a cave is like if it has light in it already. So like these have the little glow bugs, so that's why I could see it from over here. If it didn't have any light in this room, I would not be able to have seen this room. I would have had to dig into it. Once you find a room is when you are going to want to go in and explore every single little nook and cranny in it, and you're just going to keep doing this. And then eventually you'll see that a lot of caves are actually really like well connected, and you just want to keep going along here. So you just have the whole thing explored. Any more glow food? Ooh, guy's angry. So then you can see that now I have a nice room explored, and I'm just going to keep doing this. And then whenever you're off exploring, like you're always just gonna look for like the biggest parts of like empty space. So like like here, I could come up here and I would like just kind of dig right through the middle of this to see if there's anything in there in a room, so like if I was to come over here and do this, I would probably just like dig down the middle of this, and then I'd probably dig across like this and then across down here. And if I didn't find anything while I was in there, then I would probably be like, okay, yeah, like there's nothing in there, and that's just kind of the strategy. And you just want to keep doing that until yeah, until you're satisfied, you're happy, you have everything explored. One thing to do is, so right now I'm not going for any loot. So like I would go for this stuff. I'm not going to do that because I'm making this video. But one thing that is really nice is when, oh, I can't, can I just not get in there as a whole? Oh wow, this is big. I've never found this before. This is cool. One thing that's really nice is when, say, like you find a room that has a bunch of cavelings in it, it has like these like little pots and stuff in it, is when you're going along and you like loot everything, you're all done, is put a torch down. So that way you're like, hey, when you come back, you're like, okay, I've looted this area. There's nothing more for me here. It's all covered. So that way you can be like, oh, there's a torch up there. I don't need to go up there anymore. And it's explored, it's lit up now. You can, and that's just kind of the strategy that I follow, and it's worked out really well for me. I explore really quickly, typically most of the time. So I just figured I'd pass that along for you guys. You know, it's just, yeah, you kind of find the stuff, and then so like here, so I'll do one more for you guys real quick. Oh, see, like right there I can see a cave, so I'm gonna go over to this cave. The objective is to find rooms. That is absolutely what you want to do. If you don't find rooms, you're not going to explore a lot. You want to minimize your digging. The only time you really want to be digging is if you're going to be going for resources for or trying to find another room. If you're digging to explore, you're exploring wrong. So your objective is always just, you know, find a cave. Oh, right there. See, we got a little room here. Got a geode in it. So then we can explore this. Wood pants. More wood pants. That's awesome. So yeah, and then, you know, I've explored. I can look around. I don't see any caves in the area that are visible, at least. You know, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna be like, okay, like I know that there's kind of something down here, so maybe I can see if there's something that's, you know, bridging the two. So I'm gonna go down. We're just gonna, yeah, and then that's all you got to do right there. You know, it's relatively easy. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I really hope it does. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I can try and explain it another way, but yeah, it's just your objective is just to find rooms. Just look for the rooms and then explore the rooms. If you find the rooms, you're going to explore a lot of the map really quickly and as fast as possible. So there's a room up there, so we're going to take note of that. We're going to finish exploring this. Yep. I'm going to go up here. Glow food. See, so right there, that was the glow thing I was talking about. As you saw, like my light expanded. I am exploring with 9 tiles in total of exploration, which is very nice. Oh, he didn't. Wow. So, but that's, you know, that's it. That's really all you want to do. So yeah, you find rooms and you'll be all good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this guide was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe, as well as comment down below if you guys have any feedback or if I could do anything better, or if you want to see anything in specific on this channel. If you guys have any questions about the games that I'm playing, or you want to see a better game, more specific game, whatever, let me know. I would be more than happy to help you guys out and make a video specific to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay happy. Peace.